Hey guys, this is Josh 3005. Guess what? I'm back. I know it's been a long time since the last time I did a video, but here I'm back on YouTube. Alright, before I get any further, let's cue that intro. Hey, what's up guys? This is Josh 3005. Again, welcome to episode number 21 of a Wrestle Zone. And yeah, I know it's been a long time since, I've done a video. I know I haven't done a video in about a couple months, but, the whole reason behind that is because, I've been real busy, working a whole lot. Really not had too much free time on my hands, but, now since I do have more times and I'm going to start making more videos for you guys. So yeah, and of course, like I usually do before beginning all my videos, I like to give off my full list of shout outs for this video. So let me just go ahead and read them off for you guys. Of course, my first set of shout outs goes for Freaking Yeah 88, Air 1 865, Source 390, Legend Killer 410, Assault Battery 777, Attitude Era Champ 99, and Spiderweb WWE. So that's my first list of shout outs for this video. And of course, some other list of dedications and shoutouts, if you want to say, goes to Weezy 25, Fire Ants 35, JWC 178, John Cena Fan for Life 456, W Beltman, J Hardy Fan 54, Slasher Planet, Born 619 Legacy, Extreme 420, We Are From Jordan, and my last and final shout out goes to Gemini 686. So yeah, so those are my full list of shout outs and dedications, if you want to say. And yeah, and before I go any further, I want to tell everybody Happy New Year, Happy 2010. And yeah, so just Happy New Year to all you guys. And of course, like I usually do, I want to go ahead and talk about some wrestling stuff. I haven't done this in a long time, so yeah, here I go. Um, First thing I want to go ahead and talk about is, of course, the whole Monday Night War thing that we had this past January 4th, which is pretty entertaining between like TNA and WWE. Of course, I did watch both shows. First, I did watch Raw first, and then, of course, I watched TNA after. Of course, Raw was pretty decent. They could have done better, but pretty excited about the whole like Bret Hart returning back to WWE, and of course, they had whole Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. They basically apologized to one another. They shook hands, and of course, now that whole feud is over with. Well, we can see what happens with that. And of course, at the end of the Raw, had the whole, Bret Hart and Vince McMahon in the ring. Started out pretty good. McMahon saying how all the great things that Bret Hart did to the company while he was in the WWE at the time, and basically thought everything was going to go great. And all of a sudden, towards the end, then there you go, McMahon kicking him in between his legs. And I was like, okay, that's pretty crazy, but I knew something bad was going to happen eventually. But this probably going to start a big feud between Hart and McMahon, which is probably going to lead all the way to like WrestleMania. So yeah, I'd be pretty interested to see what that rivalry is going to bring. And of course, for the whole Raw, it's pretty plain. It's pretty, okay. They had the match between Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton, and of course, Randy Orton won that match. You had the unified tag team title match between DX with Shawn Michaels, Triple H versus Jericho. And of course, DX retained their titles. Of course, we had the new Divas tournament going on because Melina, she injured herself at a house show. So you had the first round between Maurice versus one of the Bella Twins, and of course Maurice won that match. And of course we had a fatal four-way match to determine the number one contender for the United States Championship, which was the match between MVP, Mark Henry, the two people that was in it, Jack Swagger, and I think Chavo Guerrero was he's in that match. I don't think so, but of course MVP won that one. So, it's a pretty decent match, I was pretty plain Raw. And then on TNA, I was like, oh my gosh, of course, Hogan, first time appearing on TNA and first time. It was pretty decent, and of course you had the whole outsiders, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, X-Pac were all in the ring, which was pretty cool. Kind of reminded me back to the old NWO days, back in the old school WCW days. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And of course, they had a few shockers. Of course, Shannon Moore is back, and of course, one big shocker was Jeff Hardy, on TNA. I was like, oh my gosh. Um, I'm now with the whole Jeff Hardy on TNA. I'm not a big fan on that. I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of wish that he would have came back to WWE, but what can you say? That's what they wanted to do. So yeah, to be honest with you, going back to the whole Raw versus TNA, if I have to say, TNA probably had the biggest impact of the whole night. Because they did a lot in the 3 hours that they were on than what the WWE Raw did. But Raw is going to get a lot better, because they want to compete with TNA, and now since Bret Hart's back, we're going to have to see what goes from there. And of course, another topic I want to go ahead and discuss is, things that's been going on in the WWE since, last time I did a video. Of course, a few things has changed. We got a new WWE champion. Of course, it's about a few weeks old. Sheamus is a new WWE champion. When he won the table match between John Cena at TLC, I was like, oh my gosh. I thought, I know Cena's going to walk in that match, he's going to dominate and walk out as champion, but it didn't happen. Sheamus won the championship. I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. So, congratulations to Sheamus on that one. And of course now DX, back in pay-per-view at TLC, beat Jericho, become tag team champions for the very first time in DX history. That Shawn Michaels, Triple H are tag champions. Which I thought was pretty cool. So that's pretty interesting for that whole turn of events. And so yeah, that's basically all I really want to discuss about that whole thing right there. And of course, on a personal side note, just gonna let everybody know that I wanted to apologize for being away from YouTube for a while. Like I said, I had a lot of things going on. I've been working a lot, especially during the holiday season. It's been pretty freaking crazy. How working in retail, because of holidays is all crazy like. But it's over. So that's basically open up more free times, and my goal is to try to make more videos for you guys, because I miss doing that. I love to be part of this wrestling YouTube community that everybody talks about. So pretty excited about that. And yeah, and hopefully I want to try to, one of my goals is to try to get more subscribers. Because I think as of right now I'm at 160. My goal is to try to reach 200, which would be a big milestone in my YouTube career. So hopefully I can get that 200 subscribers here pretty soon. So yeah, it'd be pretty cool if that happens. But just gotta wait and see. And yeah, I guess that's all I'm gonna discuss about in this episode 21, and episode 22 will come shortly. I'm not gonna, be away from another 2 months and do another video. I'm gonna try to at least make one video per week or per every 2 weeks if I can. Another thing I'm gonna try to do is do a video, before every pay-per-view, give off my predictions, and of course after pay-per-view ends, and of course see if my predictions were correct. If not, well, just that's what they call predictions, because that's the way that you like to see the event to go forward. So yeah. And I should do a video for the Royal Rumble here probably about a week or so. Give off my Royal Rumble predictions as soon as the whole card is completed. So yeah. So all in all, I'm going to say thank you for watching this video. Like I always say, you guys take care, you guys. And I will see you in episode 22. And take care. Peace. Bye.